Okay, let's go. Well, this is gonna be a new video. It's been a little while. I'm out here bear hunting. Didn't sleep much last night, but it's all right. Had plenty of coffee. I'm gonna road hunt the dogs up this road for a little ways, and then hike some trails or old logging roads. And but I'll tell you more in a little bit. All right, I'm in North Carolina today. I drove 7 hours or so from my home this morning, and as I said, I'm gonna road hunt the dogs for just a little bit, and then get to the gate and walk from there. So it is an afternoon hunt. I used to hunt a lot more in the afternoons, but lately I've just been doing morning hunts. Would typically go out, get a bear, and then move on or be done with the day. But today it's an afternoon hunt just because I got here late. It's 2 o'clock now. I think it's gonna get dark around 6-ish. So the bears are gonna start moving. Well, who knows, they might be moving already. It's been last day of October. So the purpose of this video is to show you what goes in my pack. I've been asked before on several occasions to show what I carry with me when I go bear hunting. I'm going to do that, but I will do that after the fact that we catch a bear. So we'll get to the pack thing and the contents of it later. For now, I'm just going to show you that I'm taking this out because I don't need this, because we're hunting North Carolina and not Northern Virginia or West Virginia, because there's no porcupines here where we have them back home. So we're not going to run into a porcupine, so I'm leaving this in the truck. I am taking this with me, which I usually don't carry this with me. It's a headlamp, because as I said, I usually hunt in the mornings, and I leave this in the truck because we start hiking at first light. But tonight we might be packing out after dark, so I might need this. So with that, I'm going to take this and leave this. And also, I'm going to leave this as well. It's my 10mm, because I'm bringing a gun, the rifle. So that's it. Everything else, so these are the only 2 items that I am going to leave in the truck. Let's go find a bear, and I'll show you the rest afterwards. This is what it looks like. Yep. But the pack, the gun, everything. Zhulik. This is Zhulik. All right, we're gonna go catch a bear, and I'll show you what's in the pack afterwards. It's been 6 minutes, and I hiked 0.3 of a mile. As always, we walk quietly, completely silent. The dogs were staying within 50 yards, 75 yards ahead of me. And then I see him go up left. No, it's not a bear. It might be a squirrel. Probably the squirrel. But yeah, must have been a squirrel. Anyhow, we'll continue. And the dogs. Okay, so since I'm talking to you all about this, the dogs are anxious to tree anything. Last time I was out hunting was on Monday. Today's Friday. On Monday, we went to a new spot. Found no fresh sign, very little red oak acorns, and we did not tree a bear. I never hunted that spot before, just picked it on the map. Did not like it. The dogs didn't like it. They want to tree something. So, I want to tree something. So they have all that energy and frustration built up. They're going to be treating squirrels now, but they know I don't want them to. So they're coming back. There's one. There's another one. They'll come back, and we'll continue on walking, looking for a bear. But they just can't help themselves. Oh, and the biggest thing, the biggest thing I wanted to mention, again, to brag on my dogs. It's been a great season so far. Up until this past Monday, we were having over 100% success rate, meaning that throughout the chase season and then West Virginia early season, Virginia early season, both youth seasons in both of those states that I hunted, or in Virginia I did not hunt. Victor, you know Victor, he took his daughter and my dogs, and Cody went with them, and anyways, up until this Monday, we were having at least one bear per day that we hunted or chased. On some instances, it was 2 bears a day. I don't think we had 3 bears a day so far, but it happened before. But this Monday, we went half a day and we didn't see anything. So the streak is over. But it's okay. We can't be 100% success rate at all times. We all make mistakes. That time I made a mistake. I picked an area and with no bear in it. That's it. Today we're going to catch a bear. I promise you. So I hiked 1.5 miles, pretty much going straight up the mountain, and just finally now seeing red oak acorns. Not many. Didn't see any sign. Nothing so far. I got to the ridge top. Don't see any acorns here. Did see some grapes, but not much at all. I haven't decided which way I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna follow the ridge top either way, and then find another finger that drops down into the same holler that I started hiking from, where I left my truck. And we'll see if we can find anything on the way down. It's a little windy and a little chilly up top here, so I had to put another layer on. The dogs just ran down. Oh, yep, there. Yes. Let me see if I can show this to you. Yeah, well, shoot. You weren't supposed to see that. Yeah, they're treed. They went down, and luckily for me, they're not far from the trail that I hiked up this mountain. It's just kind of, well, long story short, they're treed. I'm going down to them. This has been 2 hours and almost 2 hours. Yeah, by the way, Kuma, the most experienced one of the bunch, she backtracked. She went up that way and then down that way. I don't know how far she went. I didn't go too far. But anyways, then she realized she's backtracking and she went down, and she's going to them. Anywho, I was going to say that I went 2 hours and 2 miles and we got something treed, so I'm going to go. Not sure if I'm going to go straight down, but I got to go down to them. I'm going to backtrack myself, go back a little bit, following this ridge top, because I saw a logging road going diagonally down and towards where the dogs are. If that logging road is somewhat open, it's going to be a lot easier than going through this stuff. And it'll put me right above where they're treed, maybe at that point 50 yards. And according to the Onyx, there's cell service here, so I was able to pull up the satellite imaging image with leaves off, and that shows that it seems like they're treed in a section that's outside of all this, in like oak stand or something like that. All right, I'll show you in a few what they got. Hopefully it's a shooter. I mean, we'll see. Maybe it's a mountain lion, huh? How about that, North Carolina? Do y'all have mountain lions here? We'll find out. Seems like a good sized bear. I'm gonna try to show it to you right now. So pretty. Yeah, as soon as I started talking, it got real nervous and started going down. This is for all of you that are gonna hunt with me in the future. Quiet. Silence. The bears, they can hear the voice. They don't understand what we're saying, but they can hear it travels. They're so used to the quiet of the woods. The voice just spooks them. So hopefully he's going to run down towards the truck. At least that's what I trained my dogs to do, push him to the truck. Let's see what happens. But it looks like it's a good sized bear. Yes. And it went up. I really don't know how else to do it to film the shot, so there you have it. That's a good sized bear right there. Whew. And it rolled, well, I sure hope it rolled down to the trail. All right, I just unloaded the gun. I had 5 in it, and I have a couple more in the pack. But we'll get to that. We'll get to what's in my pack here in a minute. But yeah, I unloaded it. It's a dead bear. The first shot was probably lethal. The second one, just to be safe. Victor got me a box of these. It's a 4570. I don't remember what grain this is, but it's pretty heavy. So I didn't buy them. Victor got me a whole box, so I can shoot as much as I want. Thank you, Victor. All right, let's go look at the bear. Well, it's a good sized bear, decent sized bear. But it's perfect because I'm by myself. Eating a snack. Oh, yeah. I promised to show you what's in my pack. But hold on. It's perfect. It's a perfect size because I'm going to have to pack it out by myself. So, what I have in my pack is this. This is my snack for the day. Which is plenty enough because I'm not too far. I mean, I don't even know where to start. Here, I'm going to try again. All right, I checked in the bear, ate my snack. I really need to get going. I need to take care of that bear and get out of here. I might be able to get home tonight. I just realized it's only 5 o'clock. If it takes me a couple hours to pack out the meat, 7, and it's a 6-7 hour drive. I'll be home around 2 a.m. It's not terrible. I mean, my job's done here. I need to go home. I want to go home. So, my backpack. It's a Kefaro Fulcrum. Sorry. It's a pretty large backpack, but as you can see, it's fairly compact when it's empty. There's a whole bunch of straps that you can customize whichever way you want. But, here. This isn't about isn't about the pack. It is about what I carry. Any frame pack can handle this job, I suppose. I've had some other backpacks. I ended up with Kefaro. I like it a lot. So here's my Garmin. Here's my gun bearer. Where's the gun? Is back there. So here's my water bottle on the waist belt. This is my leashes. Behind here is my pistol. I left it at the truck. It's not here, but that's where it goes, so I can pull it out if need be. It's fairly easy, accessible. This is a little pouch for like my keys, my license, and I have some gloves in here just in case. I don't usually use gloves, but sometimes I do because I have this cut, which clearly I don't know if you can see the blood. I cut myself the other day, so I brought the gloves. And there's another pouch here. It's empty right now. But I can put, I don't even know what I usually put there. Like maybe a hat and some gloves. Let's say I start hiking in the morning, it's super chilly, cold, and then I take it off and I put it in here. Or something like that. Anyhow, I think that's that. So, let's open, I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna go through the contents. There's a small pouch on the back here. That's where my toilet paper and my, what do you call them? Wet wipes go. Because you never know. Here's this main pocket on the outside. What do I have in here? That's my headlamp. Hopefully I'm not going to need it, but if I must use it, I have it. This is my Garmin long-range antenna. Very seldom that it comes out because of the style of my hunting style of my dogs, but sometimes I need it. Here's a fixed blade knife. I'll tell you why I use it. And here's a replaceable blade, scalpel, or however you pronounce that. These are the only two knives I got. I do all the work with this little guy. That's what it looks like. One blade is plenty enough to do a whole bear, or you can even do 2 bears, but I usually just replace them. They're cheap. Now, what do I use this for? Knock it off. They're tugging on the bear and messing with it still. I'll go there in a minute. I was thinking about this earlier today. Why do I use this? It serves 3 purposes, 3 jobs that it's got. One is I open cans with beans in camp with this thing. And if you ever hunted with me, I love beans. Number 2, this is what I use to finish off coyotes. The dogs stretch it. I come up, step on its throat, and I just poke it with a knife. And number 3, hi, hello. Okay, this is not very nice. You just sit with your butt, you sit on all the people that are watching this video. Okay, this is my little ossa. Anyhow, the third is, what I use this for is to extract the teeth, the bear teeth. As you might know, it's mandatory to extract the tooth and submit it to the game department so they can age it and keep track of the population dynamics, blah, blah, blah. Okay, go back, go play with the other dogs. I have my business card with me because, again, you never know who I might run into in the mountains. This is a lighter. Please go. No, be nice. Don't sit on them again. Go away. Here, look. Go get it. Get it. You silly dog. All right, what else we got in here? Oh, it's a pen. Another reason for having this is when I'm hunting West Virginia, if I don't have cell service and I kill a bear, I will use this as a field tag. I believe it's sufficient. Okay, get out. Go. All right, this is it. As far as this pocket goes, I'm gonna put everything back in there and quickly move on to the next section. Next section is I have these 2 long pockets that go on each side of the pack, on the outside of the pack. I'm gonna open them up real quick. They're typically not heavy at all. As you know, you're supposed to keep all the weight up top, so that's why there's no way to cinch this like in the middle to keep the stuff further in the upper section, so I don't really fill it up with heavy stuff. But I do cinch the main bag. I don't know if you can see it. See, it's cinched down, so everything that goes in the main bag stays pretty high, so it is easier to carry. I'm going to do the same thing with the meat if it fits. If I have to use the entire bag, it's just, it is what it is. I have trash bags. They're not scented, and I have Ziplocs. Trash bags are for the hide, for backs. Well, no, the back straps will go in here. The heart's going to go in here. The tenderloins is going to go in Ziplocs. This is for the hide, and then, well, just the meat. You know, I'm going to debone and take all the meat, and I'm going to put it through my meat grinder when I get home. And then the other side of that, those two outside pockets, I have this. This is my system, the pulley system with the ropes and everything that I use to hang the bear in a tree. It's a pretty cool system. I'm not going to go into detail on this. Maybe some other time. And lastly, the main compartment, I have my rain jacket, which it's not going to rain tonight, but it is windy and it gives me some insulation if it gets cold. So the rain jacket is always in there. And there's a North Carolina envelope where I'm going to put the tooth and mail it. I don't know why I brought it with me. I guess I just didn't want to lose it, so I kept it in this pack. There's another small pouch or pocket inside the main bag, and this is where I keep the stuff I really don't want to get wet. There's some matches. There's some licenses from years prior. I need to go through it and get rid of it. There's like Advil and what do you call that thing? Allergy. I can't remember. Benadryl. I don't really use it unless I don't really have allergies. Well, I do, but nothing serious. But I suppose if I ever run into yellow jackets and they get stung pretty bad, I might need this Benadryl. Or if someone who's with me gets stung. All right, moving on. This is my water filtration system. It's not really a filtration system. It's a SteriPen. For those of you that don't know what it is, it's a UV light that kills all the bacteria. So as long as the water is clear, I keep the batteries AA's separate so they don't oxidize in there and don't leak. They don't leak and ruin the whole thing for me. So I put the batteries in. The light comes on, and you swirl it in the water for a few minutes, and it kills all the bacteria. And you can drink that water, and not to be concerned about giardia. Look, I have another lighter. I guess I need to quit smoking. I have a little Ziploc. This is where the tooth is going to go. I'm going to get that tooth out here in a minute. This is a spare clip for the Garmin. They do tend to break or wear out. So I keep it as a spare. I have several replaceable blades and another pen. That's really all I got. So one last thing. In these mountains, this is all I got, right? When I'm out here by myself in the middle of nowhere, possibly with no cell service. I just don't see how this can turn into a survival situation. I just don't see this happening. I'm always a mile, 2 miles away, maybe 3 miles away tops from the nearest road. I have my Garmin. I will never get lost. I have my Garmin. I have my cell phone fully charged when I start hike. Even if everything just breaks on me and quits working, I'll probably find my way out. It's not that far. I'll follow a holler. It'll take me down somewhere to a road or a creek or somewhere. This will never be a survival situation unless I break a leg or something. In that case, I have my Garmin with inReach capabilities, and I have my iPhone with satellite messages, which it will tell you if there are trees around you. It might not work. It does work. Like here, I'm kind of in the holler. It goes up that way, and there are mountains around me, but they're not too high. It would work here, but I do have cell service here, so I can post on Instagram, which I hope you follow me there. The link is in the description. So that's all I carry. There's no first aid kit. Yes, no. I mean, if I poke myself with a knife, I suppose I can use my belt. I don't really know how to use it. Anyways, hey, please go. The silly dog. To stop the bleeding, I'll just have to improvise, but I wouldn't know what to do with the proper tourniquet, or however you pronounce that word. I don't even know how to pronounce it, let alone how to use it. I think we got pretty much everything covered. Okay, all right, I'm gonna cut that bear up, skin it, debone it, pack it out, and go home. You're silly. You were barking. Well, you're barking like a little puppy. You're a little puppy. She's not a puppy anymore. And I've been told that she even engages a bear by someone else who witnessed it. I did not get to see it, but I've been told that she does. So I'm kind of proud of her. Let me see those teeth. Let me see those teeth. All right, bye. All right, almost back to the truck. I think I'm gonna drive home. But I think I mentioned 6.5 hours. But might as well. Well, we'll see how I feel when I get to the truck. But yeah, I got everything done. I just brought all of the meat, all of it. Left the hide. Oh well. I'm not going back up there to get the hide. No. Just the meat and fat. And a lot of fat. So I'm good. We're good. Phew. We made it to the truck. The pack is heavy. All right. 5 hours, 3.6 miles. 5.5 hours and 3.6 miles. That's all it took to get this awesome bear. Tomorrow, I'm gonna grind it all and render the fat. And I'm gonna weigh everything just to see what the total weight on my back was. I'll let you know tomorrow. Well, I'll let you know in a second. In 3, 2, 1.